Hello everyone, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Just going to wait a few seconds until I get a couple more viewers. Get everything kind of set up here. Hey Alex, how are you? Hi. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you stayed up. Let me see. Today we're going to be, I'm going to be tasting, you're not going to be, I'm going to be tasting the Morse Code Red Blend, and I'm going to share all the information with you. Hi Tammy, how are you? I'm glad you're here. Again, I'll just wait just a couple more minutes, get everything set up here. Oh, and here's the cat again. My cat might interrupt a couple times, so I apologize in advance for all that she's going to do. I'll try and keep her out of our way. Well, welcome everyone, and I am no wine expert. I just really enjoy wine, and I wanted to share some of my knowledge with you. Cheers, yes. Several years ago, my husband and I owned a small wine shop, and unfortunately, a large wine retailer moved in just around the corner from us and put us out of business. It's sort of like that movie, You've Got Mail, only it was with wine instead of books, and I didn't fall in love with our competitor. But these things happen, and a good thing came of it. I found myself with a lot of time on my hands, and I started knitting again. And one of the websites that I frequented made out a call for hats for a charity that she liked. So I chimed in and said, I'll do it. I'll make you a couple hats. Turned out I made 20 hats for her, and I found it so fulfilling doing this, I decided to make my own charity, and that's how Connie Caps was born. Connie Caps was founded in early 2010, and it's named for my mother, who passed away from cancer in 2004. She's the one that taught me how to knit, so I'm doing this in her memory. I've got a couple cats up here now. To this date, Connie Caps has given out 625 hats since it's been started. 83 of those have been made this year alone, and I'm working on number 84 now. So let's do the wine. Hi Scott, how are you? I'm glad you could join. I wanted to make sure that I gave props to everybody who deserved it. I've got a list here of all the names that I really appreciate, and they need to be followed if you're not already following them. I've got some information on conniecaps.org/Periscope, and I'll give you some more information about that at the end of the broadcast. Oops. So, the wine. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. I'm tasting the Morse Code Red Blend. I know it's backwards, but you can see on the sheet there. This is a blend from Pathway, Australia. It's a blend of 65% Shiraz, 25% Cab, and 9% Merlot. Yeah, Morse Code. Just like, this says, red, I think it says red, or red blend, or whatever, but 9% Merlot. And it has an alcohol content of 14.5%. And it should be served at room temperature. For red wines, room temperature is anywhere from 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 18 to 24 Celsius. Whites should be served around 55 to 65 Fahrenheit, which is 13 to 18 Celsius. So, and if you want to open up your wine and just start drinking it, that's fine. But if you really want to enjoy everything that the wine has to offer, you this is what you want to do. And this is a screw cap, but if the wine had a cork, where's my cork? If the wine had a cork, you want to inspect the cork and make sure that it's make sure that the top isn't crumbled. A crumbled cork can be an indication that the wine is too old to drink. But you'll have to taste it to find out. And make sure that none of the wine has seeped up into the sides of the cork. That could be an indication that too much oxygen has gotten into the wine and ruined it. But again, that's not always the indication. I know how to get rid of the cats. Hey. Okay, they're going to go play with the cork. So, pour about 4 ounces into your glass. And the glass you want to use is one with a nice big bowl to it. And the reason for that is you really want to swirl your wine. And I'll get into swirling later. But you want to swirl it and get lots of oxygen in there. Take a good look at the wine. Look at the color of it. Dark purplish red wine is an indication of a young wine. If it's a brick red in color, it could be an indication that it's an older wine. But that's something that you'll just have to check out. Then you want to look at, so when you swirl the wine, you look at the legs dripping down from the glass. And the legs are an indication of the alcohol content. There's a lot of sciencey stuff that goes on with the legs that I'm not sure of, so I'm just, that goes right over my head. All I know is it looks good in the glass. So, then you want to swirl the wine, and this releases the aromas. Get your nose into the bowl of the glass. Oh, and take a nice big whiff of it. This is just a big fruit bomb. Beautiful. Oh, really, really nice. If you smell something like wet newspapers or old library books, that means that the wine is corked. It means that the wine has been contaminated by a chemical called trichloroanisole. Got it. Trichloroanisole from and that comes from either the cork or the barrel that the wine was fermented in. So, after you've sniffed it, take a small sip. Just let it sit on your tongue for a moment and savor it. Oh, it's nice. I really wish you guys could taste this because it's good. It's really good. Oh yeah. And I'm referring to my notes here, so forgive me. Oh, that's nice. And this wine was purchased at World Market, I believe. It's regularly retails for anywhere, I'd say around $15 or so. You can get it on sale. Oh, I know. Wouldn't that be great for Periscope? Tasting through Periscope. That really needs to be done. Some people can enjoy red wine on its own. Other people need food with it. The tannins can be a little bit harsh in a red wine. So if you find that you can't drink a red wine on its own, try it with something that's either high in fats or proteins, cheeses, meats, stuff like that. That's going to soften that harsh mouthfeel. And some people say that red wine gives them a headache, and that is caused by dehydration. And the way to alleviate that is to drink equal amounts of wine and water so that you don't get dehydrated and your vessels aren't going to constrict and you're not going to get a headache. Are there any questions? This broadcast will be saved and uploaded to YouTube, and there will be a link to the broadcast, and there's this fact sheet here will be on YouTube. I'm sorry. My favorite white, oh gosh. I love either a Torrontés or from Argentina or a Viognier. Both of them are so aromatic and they're so beautiful. I'll have to do one of those in one of my broadcasts. I mean, they're really, really beautiful, perfumey aromas, and the taste is just nice and vibrant. This is the fact sheet that's on my that's on the website, and that website again is conniecaps.org/Periscope. And if you want to email me, you can email me at lmb@conniecaps.org. And Saturday, sometime Saturday afternoon, I'm going to be broadcasting my husband baking some bread. When we used to have our wine store, he would bake all the bread for the tastings, and people would come to taste his breads as well as the wines because his bread baking is just really, really good. So I'm going to do that sometime Saturday afternoon. I'm just not sure what time yet. Oh yeah, yum is right. And the funny thing, he doesn't even use recipes. He just starts throwing the ingredients together and kneading the dough, and poof, it's done. And it's really, really good. So that's going to be Saturday, and it's going to be done in probably 3 different broadcasts. First, mixing the dough and kneading the bread, letting it rise, and then doing the first cutting it up and putting it into loaves and rising, and then when it comes out of the oven. And that's going to be really when you want to be here. And then next Wednesday, same date, same time, same day, I'm going to be doing a rosé. I got a request from somebody to do a rosé, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm doing a giveaway. I do these note cards called Fun with Corks. It's something I started when I had the wine shop. One day I was setting up a bunch of corks, and my husband had commented, well, that looks like Stonehenge. And so I got on my mind, Corkhenge. So I found a photo of Stonehenge and arranged the corks exactly like Stonehenge, if you can see that. So that's that was the first one that just got the whole ball rolling on the Fun with Corks. There are 10 note cards in the series. And here's a example of another one. This is, it's obvious she's had some work done. Jim prefers the natural look. This is a plastic cork, or what do you call it? Plastic cork. A little bit of fun there. But there'll be 10 note cards that I'm raffling off. And to do it, you need to email me, let me know that you want to be in the raffle, and next Wednesday during the broadcast, I'm going to draw the winner. So you have to be here next Wednesday to see if you won or not. And that should be it. And thank you, Alex, for all your advice. Thank you, Scott, for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. Cheers.